Hey everyone, Brittany Carmichael here, bringing you your live weekly tarot reading here on Woo Woo Wednesday. I love joining you guys every week to do this live reading, and each week I tune into different cards, tarot and oracle, and I use all different kinds. And today I'm going to mix it up a little bit and ask you what you want me to use. So I'm going to be using a nature-inspired oracle deck because it is like springtime here in Texas, and I am loving that the sun is coming out, the flowers are blooming. It really is a wonderful time. I've craved the sun, I've missed the sun, and now that it's here and the flowers are blooming, I just am so thrilled. And with that being said, I can feel my energy starting to come alive. So I feel like we're starting to come out of our cocoon and our hibernation. How many of you guys feel like that? Are you feeling like you're coming out of the shadows, coming out of your hibernation, and starting to spring clean? Honestly, I've been spring cleaning like crazy. I've been getting rid of old things and clearing out corners that I haven't even looked at in forever, honestly. Hey Sophia, hey Maeve, hey Gemma, hey Katie, say hello if you're here. Where are you watching from? Oh my gosh, how exciting. I love seeing you all. If you know somebody who would love this message, who, you know, your magical unicorn friend, go ahead and tag them below or share this video. I love you know, expanding our unique tribe. It's really fun. I completely feel like that, Sophia says. Hey, Britt, definitely feeling it, Alicia says. Hey, everybody. Hey, Celeste. Hey, Diana. Yay. Yeah, I'm feeling it too. Yeah, it seems like everyone is feeling it. So let me just start with this. What is it that you could let go of and lighten your energy, that you can detox or declutter, that would help you to start bringing in more light, more energy, more excitement in your life? You know, that reminds me, I have this really kick-ass free guidebook called Detox and Declutter. It just made me think of it, that I would love to give to you guys. So I want to say that it's brittanycarmichael.com/detox. Let me try that. If you're over on Instagram, I think you can check the link in my bio and it should be over there. Detox. Let me see if that works. Fingers crossed, guys. Okay. It did work. Okay, so in the comments below, and if you're on Instagram, you can check my link in bio. I've posted the Detox and Declutter guidebook. It's free. It's all about the power of letting go and the art of simplicity. And honestly, if you guys are in my monthly membership club, The Elevated Life, where my husband Chris and I teach all kinds of mindset shifts and to create radical transformation in your life, this month's topic was actually called Simplify Your Life. So simplify, cleaning, detoxing, decluttering, it's a very big common theme. I mean, always, we all know this, like spring clean and we purge, but I really feel we're in that energy right now, and it seems like a lot of you guys are too. Celeste says the detox and declutter was great. Hey Melissa, so exciting to see you all. Okay, so we're changing it up a little bit. We're going to be using an oracle deck today, but I want to give you guys the option on what you want me to draw from. Okay, so the first option is the Nature's Whispers oracle deck. This has beautiful messages from Mother Earth. You guys, it's like Earth season. I've got my Love Your Mother shirt on. We've got the Nature's Whispers, the sun is coming out, or we've got the Butterflies for Life Changes. Let me know in the comments below which deck you'd like me to read from today, because I really feel like we need some nature wisdom. And the Butterflies of Transformation, guys, I'm covered in butterflies. You guys, it represents like my spiritual growth and transformation, and I know that if you're here watching, your wings are in the waiting. They're ready to be spread. So what are you guys feeling? Butterflies, butterflies, butterflies. Oh, you guys are awesome. Okay, butterflies. We've got one nature, butterfly. Okay, it's clear. We're going with the butterfly energy. You guys know I'm here to help heal the healers, and I am a transformation expert. You guys know I went from a very angry and dark, overweight soul to this light and bright and loving, beautiful soul. And so now I want to teach you guys to do that too. And you guys know I do that inside the Shine Tribe, inside my Shine School, anywhere I show up. I'm always encouraging you guys to turn on your light, to know that if you're in the dark, which it's okay to be in the dark. If you're in the dark in this moment, know that this is your chrysalis. Know that this is your dark night of the soul. Know that this is your hibernation, so that you can go inside and you can start to see and shine your light of awareness and go, this isn't working anymore. I'm outgrowing this phase. I must let go. So I'm going to encourage you guys all this week to let your wings out. So let go of the chrysalis, let go of the cocoon, and come out. Allow yourself to blossom. Doesn't mean you're going to be fully ready to go, but it just means to start moving towards the light. Start allowing your heart to, lead the way. Start trusting that it's all unfolding and that you're headed towards a better, more bright future, because now you know that you're in control of it. You get to decide how you want to experience it. You are so inspiring. Thank you so much. It's like my goal. I wake up every day, my goal. Everyone has like these crazy goals and business goals. Like my goal is like, did I inspire someone today? And if I can go to bed knowing that I did that, I feel successful. So how do you guys define success for you? Your words resonate so much with me today. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Lisa says, I'm loving the purple in your lovely hair, looking very spring. Every spring I've noticed a little cycle here. Every spring I go lavender. So spring is sprung, and the butterflies of life changes want to give us a message. So let's dive in. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I love sharing these cards. Dude, these cards are all kinds of messed up right now. I remember it was when I was teaching my Tarot 101 masterclass for those of you that joined me. I had cards flying everywhere. When I got off the call, there was literally like 10 decks of cards all over the house. I don't know how that happened. But what I find interesting is that the card that was flipped over, which you guys, if you know me, I'm like OCD. I like everything clean and perfect. They're upside down. They're backwards. Like, look, guys, there's like cards that are already flipped over. There were exactly 3 cards that were flipped over. And I always draw 3 cards. What do you guys say? What do you guys think about me just picking these 3 cards that were already flipped over in the deck? I feel like there's meaning to that. Keep the faith. Let's see. I'm going to show you guys. This is insane. I've never had this happen before. I knew I was going to be doing it differently today, but I didn't know I was going to be doing this differently. Okay, so you guys see, I never, and they're upside down. I mean, my OCD is like going crazy right now. Okay, let's see. And the second card, memories, comes up. Let's just throw that out there. And there's one more card, guys. Look, these are upside down. Oh my gosh, it's driving me crazy. Okay, there was one more in here. Where was it? Oh, here it is. Look at this, guys. This is so weird. Self-care. All right, guys, I'm going with it. I'm trusting it. This is the rule number 1. There are no rules when reading tarot or oracle. Rule number 2, always trust your gut. Isn't that crazy, guys? So let's just dive right in. I mean, normally I don't know what's up next, but here they are. The first one that I saw was keep the faith. So how are you? Oh, I have so much to say. I'm so excited. This morning, when I posted on Instagram, you guys know my mission is to inspire you. This morning, I had the words flow through my body that kept talking about being in a dark time right now. Are you in a dark time? Are you in a dark, like it just kept coming through. And so with this keep the faith, this is a reminder that if you're in a dark time, this is the most important time. It's so easy to keep the faith when feathers are showing up and pennies are showing up and abundance is coming in and clients are booking you and all this stuff is going great. It's so easy to keep the faith. But this is saying that like when it's those dark times, like when you're in the dark night of the soul, when you're in your chrysalis, when you don't know your left from your right, it says keep the faith, knowing that this too shall pass, that this is just your wings in waiting, like I was talking about. This is your time to get clear on what isn't working for me, what's holding me back from flying at my highest. So this is asking you to keep the faith. Has there been an incident or an experience in your current situation that's happened recently that's challenging your faith, or even challenging you right now where you're like, I just don't even see how you could be positive right now. Like, what are you doing? Diana says, super dark time right now with a little sad face. So everyone take a moment to send some love and light to Miss Diana during her dark night of the soul, during her time in the chrysalis, to remind you that you're not alone through this and that this isn't punishment. I think it's really important to remind you that when things get hard, it's not to punish you. It's to pull you up to the next level. And only in pain, for some reason, us humans wait till the painful situations to finally make the move, or to finally get out of our comfort zone, or to finally say, okay, I've had enough. Here's my boundary. Stephen says, we're never alone. Danielle says, you will be okay, Diana. Oh my gosh, guys, it's so beautiful to see you guys share so much love in between each other. This is why we're here. This is why I've created my Shine Tribe Sisterhood, to invite everyone in and say, hey, we're here to love and support you along your journey. Because guess what, guys? The journey of self-discovery isn't an easy one. You have to go inside where it's dark and all the things that you're hiding from exist. But you only go in there to release them, to let them know that they're not who you are. They were an experience that happened in the past, and the pain that happened then no longer needs to affect you today, because it served its lesson. It taught you the wisdom you needed to know. You've already moved on from that situation, so there's no reason to carry that pain anymore. And I think I'm already talking about the second card that came up, and that's memories, guys. Memories. This is about what are those memories that keep coming up. I know that Mercury retrograde is coming up. I can't remember the exact day. If you know it, leave it in the comments, like help a sister out. But it's coming up. And guess what that does? That triggers memories, and we go back and we remember, because retrograde, everything that starts with RE is affected by this retrograde. So relaxing, returning, reminiscing. So going back and having these old memories that are coming up, this is saying that, okay, during this dark time, you're going to have a lot of memories that are being triggered, and your ego's trying to protect you, saying, oh, well, this has happened before, so the future is going to be the same. But I'm here to remind you that your future is not a direct reflection of your past. So yeah, you might have had some painful experiences that maybe have scarred you around relationships, or scarred you around your own self, your own worth, or maybe they've scarred you around entrepreneurial abundance, whatever it may be, whatever memory that you are still holding on to that has an emotional charge, that when you think about it or you talk about it, you get angry or you get sad. This is a very clear sign that it's time to let go of the past. And it's time to forgive, it's time to heal, it's time to release. I work so often with women going back to times from their childhood where they've picked up a past trauma, and they've allowed that trauma to shape every single experience that they've had in their life, and it draws to them the life lessons that are trying to get them to release that same energy. So if you have an emotion that comes up, a memory or a past experience that comes up and has an emotional charge in a negative way, then this is time to begin to heal it. This is time to begin to look at it and go, okay, how can I look at this situation from a higher perspective? Now that I'm an adult, I can see clearly looking back, knowing that my parents only did the best that they could. They would never try to harm me. Or I was in that relationship and I thought it was the one, and I invested so much love into it, but now I have to accept that that wasn't it, and it's time to move on. So I don't know where you're at right now, but this is a reminder that you're going to have past pains resurface, and they're resurfacing to be released, guys. Resurface, release, retrograde, it's all happening. It's all coming, guys. And with that being said, the last card that was flipped over in my deck, which was crazy, I'm totally going to go back and make them all nice and neat when we get off the call, but is self-care. I mean, you guys know that I'm always preaching about self-care. True story. I had someone reach out on Instagram today and say, hey, they replied to my morning ritual, and it was a picture of my tarot cards, my journal, my astrology book, and a glass of warm tea. And someone said, hey, how often do you spend on your self-care every day? And I wrote back and said, typically about 3 hours. And I thought about that. I'm like, wow, some people might be like, what the hell? Like, how do you even do that? But that's how much I value self-care. That's how much I know that if I invest in loving myself and taking care of my body and my mind and all of that, then I can show up and inspire you guys and empower you to do the same for yourself. Another thing I feel called to share with you, I mean, it's like I want to share all of my amazing creations with you. I've created a 7-day self-care Kickstart, actually, as well. Again, if you're on Instagram, go check the link in bio for all these amazing gifts. And I'm going to leave the link in the comments here on Facebook, because if you guys want to make self-care a priority, I created the 7-day self-care Kickstart challenge to get you started in the habit of creating that self-love, that routine, that gratitude for yourself. So if you want the link, it's Brittany Carmichael. Hold on, how do I spell my name? BrittanyCarmichael.com/self-care-kickstart, guys. Oh my gosh, Kickstart. Okay. That I'm going to leave that in the link in the comments below. So if you want to start your self-care, if you want to take it seriously, then start this free challenge because, oh my gosh, it has helped so many women put themselves first and value their worth and build their confidence and start their healthy habit of self-care. So with self-care coming up from the butterflies for transformations or life changes cards, this is an important message that we have to put ourselves first so that we can take care of others. As a soul, our spirit mission is to serve others. So how are we going to serve anyone from an empty cup? You must take responsibility of taking care of yourself. It's called self-care because no one else can do it for you. And when we're caring for other people, guys, I'm here to heal the healers. I see it all the time, day in and day out, whether I'm reading your tarot or I'm just intuitively reading your aura or whatever. We're life coaching, business coaching, it doesn't matter. It all comes back to self-care. How much love are you investing in yourself? Because I heal the healers, and I see so often that the healers forget to heal themselves. How many of you guys can relate? How many of you guys are always taking care of everyone else and forgetting about yourself? If you're a mom, you can raise your hand, okay? And you guys know what sparked this whole mission for me was my mom's experience with taking care of everyone else. And one day she didn't take care of herself. Actually, for months she didn't take care of herself. And she finally went into the doctor and had a procedure. And during the procedure, she had a massive stroke. And that massive stroke paralyzed her on the right side for many, many months. And she was no longer able to speak. And it was in that moment that I went into my dark night of the soul, that I went into that place where I had to keep the faith, because I just was like, I can't even understand. Like, she's a wonderful woman. Why would this happen to her? And it was in that acceptance and that experience that I learned that we have to take care of ourselves, because the first thing that I asked my mom when she was able to regain her speech, and you guys know I'm truth telling, I just hit I get to the point. I don't beat around the bush. So I said, Mom, why did you have a stroke? And she said, because everybody needed something from me. And I knew that was true. And what I realized in that moment was, yeah, we're here to help heal. And it's not a bad thing. But what is a bad thing is that when we allow our energetic reserves and our energy to be completely depleted by giving and giving and giving and giving and thinking that it's selfish to give to ourselves. That's insane, literally. So, are you a healer? Yes, if you're watching, you're a healer, okay? Whether you know it or not. You're the person that uplifts people. You're the person that brings the light. You're the person that shines from the inside. So you have to allow yourself to retreat, to go inside, to fill your own cup, to do what your soul needs, to take care of yourself, to go pamper yourself, to go get your hair done, to go get your nails done, to go get a facial, to orgasm multiple times because we have a clit and we can't. Do what you need to do for you to take care of yourself, so that you can show up in a brighter and better way, so that you can give love unconditionally, so that there's no resentment attached, that when you give that last drop of love and energy, that you're not resentful. Because the truth is, we're a generator of energy, and we can have unlimited access 100% of the time as long as we keep that flow and that channel going. What we seem to be doing here on this planet is go, 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 give, 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 heal, heal, heal. Oh my God, I'm fucking exhausted. I just hate everyone. I don't want to do this anymore. This sucks. And then you go into this crazy fit, or whatever you want to call it, depression or funk, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it, until you finally are like, I'm sick of this. I need to bring the joy back. So let's not do that. Let's fill ourselves up in the morning, take care of ourselves, do what we need to do for us, and then show up with all of the energy that we have to give to the world. And then at night, come back, retreat, do what you need to do to wind down. Don't bring everyone else home with you, okay? That's sketchy. So take care of yourself so that you can take care of other people, because that's what brings you the most joy. That's ultimately why we're here. So don't think that you're being selfish by taking care of you. And if you are, who cares? Be selfish, because you have to fill your cup. No one else is going to do it for you. That's why we're going around trying to fill everyone else's cup, because they're not doing it for him. But true healers will teach others how to heal themselves. And that is empowering them with self-care and self-love. And you do that by example. So be the example. Be the change. If you have children, get up and do yoga. Don't use your children as the excuse why you don't meditate or do yoga. Have them join you, because monkey see, monkey do. They will do it with you. I see it all the time. Allow it. Linda says, good afternoon. Hope you're having a great day. Yes, ma'am, Linda. Amazing. Maeve says, you are here to heal the healers. Yes. Be Quirky says, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love that name. Be Quirky, everyone. How can you let your funk, how can you let your funk out, your quirk or your uniqueness, your wild spirit? Haverl says, needed to hear this today. Thanks. I'm so glad that this resonated with you. Guys, do you have any questions or anything you'd like to bring up or talk about? I'm here live. I love supporting you, so use this to your advantage. Anything that's come up that you're struggling with, any fears or any indecisions, lack of clarity, maybe I can help to provide a new perspective for you. Linda says, I love listening to you. Thank you, Linda. I wish I could hear you guys. That's the only downfall with the Facebook, guys. So I can't hear you guys back. But I can feel your energy, so thank you so much for being here. So I've left some pretty kick-ass stuff in the comments today. Again, if you're on Instagram, check my link in bio. But go check out these amazing gifts. 1 7-day self-care Kickstart challenge. So if you've been wanting to start loving yourself, start creating more sacred space for yourself and getting in the habit, go check that out. The other one is the Detox and Declutter Guidebook. So if you're like, I need to let go of some stuff, like I know that there's clutter building up, I overwhelmed, like I don't even know where to start, this guidebook will help you step by step to go through the different areas, physical and emotional, to get rid of some of that stuff that isn't serving you anymore. So please go check those out. Did I miss the card for the day? Yes, Linda, I will recap really quick before we go. You'll have to watch the playback because the way that they came up was so magical. I mean, how many of you guys saw that? That was insane. How can we heal exhaustion? Just like we were talking about self-care. You go out and you do your work in the world. You give, 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 give. So then what? You come back, and are you drained at the end of your day? This is when you implement self-care. This is when you do what you need to do for you. For me, example, when I'm working in the hair salon, let's say, I'm in physical, even when I'm reading, even when I'm talking to past loved ones or reading tarot, it doesn't matter. I'm exchanging energy. So anytime I work with clients, I come home at the end of the day, I take a shower, and that shower is very sacred to me. I do not skip it. And I set my intention before I get in the shower that I'm going to release all the energetic ties and connections that I've picked up along the day, and that whatever negative energy is stuck or any energy vampires that got their hooks on me, I allow the water to wash it off and drain away. So it's setting those intentions and being mindful and intentional about what it is you're doing to provide your self-care. So that mixed with lots of orgasms and then healthy food. So I refuel my energy with those particular things in the evening. And then my morning routine looks differently. So how do you heal exhaustion? Well, you stop going to the brink of it where you're like, I don't have any more left to give. Know how to balance how much you can give, and then go back and fill yourself back up. So what do you need in order to feel more calm, more relaxed, or what gives you energy? For me, taking walks in nature also gives me lots of energy. Working out actually gives me a lot of energy too. So many people say, I'm tired, I don't feel like working out. But the second you work out, you have so much more energy because you're a generator of energy. So when you intend to work out, you're intending to create energy, you're intending to move it through your body, and so you then realize that you can create as much energy as you want. If you're exhausted, again, let me ask you this, are you doing actions that you love? Because if you're constantly taking actions that aren't in alignment with what you're passionate about, then you will burn out, you will be exhausted. So stop doing what you don't love and start doing more self-care of what you do love. Simple, it makes all the difference in the world, guys. Lisa says, I have begun to declutter, so going to check that out for sure. Okay, so to recap, it was keep the faith. Yep, keep the faith, memories, and self-care. So this is saying that those haunting past pains may be resurfacing right now, or maybe you're having an experience that looks very similar and reminds you a lot to past experiences that were traumatic. This is the time that your soul is asking you to finally release that lesson, to understand the wisdom, to forgive whatever you need to forgive, to release, to let go, and to accept that this is where you're at right now in your life. And if there are things that you want to change them. And if you can't, then accept and move on. If you didn't watch how these cards came up, you must go back and watch the replay because it was quite magical. Any other questions? Lisa says, I finally got my cleaner for my house as a part of my self-care too. As I hate cleaning my house, this is going to be a life changer. Lisa, hiring help around the house is a life changer, especially if you don't enjoy doing it. Okay, are we exhausted because we aren't aligned with our joyful work, or because we give too much in the ways that don't serve us, aka a job we don't love? I think I did answer that, and I'm just now seeing your comment. But yeah, if you're not in love, if you're not 100% in love with what you do, stop doing it and find what you do love, because you will burn out. You have to. If you're going to wake up every day and choose to continue to do the same work, you better love it. So if you're not in love with your work, if you're not in love with every action you're taking in your life right now, assess and go, what can I let go of right now so that I can make room for what I truly do love? And remember to put your self-care, make your self-care a priority. Start this week with my 7-day self-care Kickstart challenge to get it going, and then continue to allow yourself the grace and the love to be able to make that a positive habit that you do in your life. Any other questions, guys? Oh my gosh, so fun. Thank you so much for joining me here on Woo Woo Wednesday. I love sharing these magical messages with you. So if you know a soul sister who needs this message, tag them in the comments below. And if you want to come hang out with me pretty much every day, come join my Shine Tribe Sisterhood Facebook group. I will leave that in the link in the comments below. And if you're on Instagram, go check the link in bio. All of the links are there. So check me out over in my Shine Tribe Sisterhood. If you want to be surrounded by thousands of like-minded women from all over the world, all walks of life, all ages, all different kinds of careers, but we all have something in common. That thing in common is that we all are on a mission to better ourselves, because we know that we have so much to give to this world, and what we're doing is pulling back all of the layers that society has placed on us, that old beliefs or old fears have hardened, and we're like, they're holding us back, and we're just sick of it. And we're ready to shine, and we're ready to be authentic, and we're ready to give our gifts to the world. And sometimes we just need a little extra support, and that's exactly why I created the Shine Tribe Sisterhood. So go get your booty in my sisterhood, and I will see you guys on Friday for the Elevated Life series, where my husband Chris and I teach you guys simple mindset shifts to create radical transformation in your life. Thank you so much for joining me here this Wednesday. What a magical way these cards came up. I mean, this is what is cool about life. You just go with the flow, and always have gratitude for the little things that bring joy, and you will always see the bright side. I will see you guys later.